Okie dokie, here we are, getting the Xbox started. Sorry for the little bits of how the screen kind of gets a little fuzzy. I think one of my wires is starting to break for the video. Also, I have muted the audio, so you won't really hear any sound. My last video I did, there was some sound in the background, but I think something was going funky with my sound, so I just didn't record it. I just completely deleted it. So I'm getting everything started, and just to let everybody know what this video is about, is how to mod your character in Dragon Age Origins. We will be modding lots of, or at least I'll be showing you lots of different things that you can mod in Dragon Age. I will put links in the description, and I will show you how to use them. Now, in my previous video, one of the things I said that you didn't need is actually something that could be useful. So I'll just I'll put up the links to download in this video as well. If you want to watch my other video, I show you how to change the armor that you are wearing, and I show you how to change the stats of the weapon or item. So I put my stuff on my memory stick. I'm going to show you real quickly what I've done to one of my characters. This is on Xbox 360. These mods are really cool because you can do whatever you'd like. You can run around, be invincible, or you can take it back and be semi-invincible, where you've got like just high enough stats that no creature can pretty much kill you. Unless you're doing a boss battle, then you'll still need some kind of, alright, how am I going to do this, some sort of tactic. And you can also change your party members as well. You can change all of them to whatever you would like. So this is my mage character. I started it as a mage, and I have changed its background quite a bit. With the mod tool, there's a couple of other cool things you can do, like add weapons and items, which I've only done like once or twice. Sometimes it doesn't work very well, so I'm not even gonna show how to do that. But as you can see, I've got quite a few buffs here. We're gonna look at these spell points. I think that's what these are. I've got everything from the rogue and the warrior. That's like a special ability of some sort. And I've got the blood magic and all that stuff. And to show you, whoops, wrong button. That's the long list of things that that you'll see if you decide to keep changing things. I've also done it with one of my characters, or my companions. I only did it with one, it looks like. So, yep, and inventory slots can be maxed out. The money can be maxed. This tutorial hopefully will make everybody extremely happy. So, I'm gonna make a new character in just a second. Just checking out my stuff to show you that it's, oh yeah, and I can run really fast. So, we're going to start making a new character in just a second after I finish running around like an idiot. And that's over. So, here we go. We're going to do new game. You can make whatever character you want. I'm going to try to do this really quickly because I don't care what my character looks like either. So, there we go. Skip that. I want to be a male. I'm going to pick warrior. Let's see the name. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Let's change the head real quick. Do I gotta press A? Yeah, I gotta press A. All these guys. I never usually do this. I make my own character. He looks the most normal to me. Bald, I guess. Yeah, this guy. I kind of like this guy. So I think I'm going to pick a warrior. Warriors use lots of strength, so we're going to go with strength. I'll also show you a glitch really quickly. You know what? the warrior looks an awful lot like the rogue, and the rogue can pickpocket things a lot better. So I think I'm going to go back. I'm going to pick the rogue. Still a human noble, of course. Same name, I don't care. Let's change my guy to the one that I liked really quickly. Click next. I'm going to do strength like usual. And actually, you know what? It looks like I need dexterity. So dexterity and cunning. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to change that to cunning. Or no, dexterity is what I meant to say. All dexterity, there we go. Now, I like stealing, so let's do that. Here's a quick glitch in the game that still works. You press A, and now you press B and A. So you press the B button to undo, but then you press A like really fast. If you have your finger kind of sideways, BA, it'll click real quickly. So I'm going to pick Nightmare difficulty because I'm going to be super powerful and completely strong, and nothing will be able to kill me. So, well, I have a character like that already, but the stuff that make my character invincible are amulets. So if I don't want to be invincible, then I just take them off. That's always an option that you can do yourself, where you put on an amulet, and like the one for your character only is a great one to start with, because they're in the ID lists that I've provided. When you hex edit it, you look for the amulet that is only made for your character. So it'll be like user or something like that, and you have to search that number in hex editor, and you change that. You don't change that number. You go over a couple of lines, and it'll be like +3 the willpower or something like that. His neck is sort of severed. That is very weird. Alright, so you pick. Let me backtrack real quick. You find your characters. You get to the part where you're Grey Warden. You get an amulet that's only for you. Then you go on hex editor, and you find where that code is that says it's only for you. So from there, you change the IDs to all stats. So I think it's like willpower or something. You change that to +1 to all stats or something like that. But then you change the +1, and you change that to 99999999999. So it'll just super increase your character, and if you don't want to be super powerful and can't die, you just take the amulet off. If you want to be able to be invincible, you put the amulet back on. It gives you a great range of possibilities. The graphics in this game actually aren't even that terrible. I mean, if you really think about it, the game is not the newest game, but it's also not incredibly old. So here we have, what is this dude's name? Duncan? Yeah, Duncan. All this, unfortunately, I thought the sound was going to work, so I let all this just kind of talk. At first I was trying to skip it, but it wasn't letting me skip, and then I just decided to let it talk, and then later when I found out the sound was just weird and messed up, I just removed the sound from the video clip. So now it's just going to be me talking over, and you guys are probably going to be really bored. So I'll put in the description the parts of where the video jumps around a lot. So from here, we are talking about something that I can't exactly describe. I think Duncan wants me to be a Grey Warden, or at least do a couple of trials for him. My guy's like, I think I like that idea. Whatever. And anyway, this cut is almost over. So once this is over, I'll hop right on the computer and show you the rest of what needs to get done. You're going to want to make a backup of your save. I don't think I do a backup because I usually just know what I'm doing. Also, you're going to need the new Modio, which is actually the old one that is Modio 5. that pretty much got shut down. I think Modio 6 was going to come out, or it did come out, and I never updated, and then Modio went down, so you can't exactly get it. Alright, so we're here now. It's auto-saving. I always do like a regular save, just to show you my character is just the default. We're gonna go into here, and there we go. We've got nothing. I haven't done anything to the character yet. So I normally do a regular save. So I do new save, and you can see that I'm a rogue. Once it saves, you're all set to hop on the computer. So here we go. We're gonna hop on the computer. Alrighty. Now from here, you turn off the Xbox, and I don't need that, so I can close out of this, and just kind of hold the controller, turn off console, wait for it to turn off. Turn off the computer. Come on. Why isn't it turning off? There we go. Alright, that just turned it off, so we unplug our memory stick. And yes, all of these Xboxes work. Now we go back to the computer. Right as we plug it in. Okie dokie. Now that we've plugged in our memory unit, or stick, or USB, whatever you'd like to call it, we are going to open Modio. Yes, I'm going to use this one first, just because I understand it. Use this one first just because I understand it better. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it didn't let me save last time. So we're gonna have to swap over to the new Modio after this. And we go to Dragon Age, scroll down. Now this is the one we want. These ones, so they have a specific name, then they have an underscore, a number. That specific number after like the whatever zero kind of crazy hex name they've got going on here, the underscore 1 underscore 2, that's the save number. The U is the user, like the user save, and A is auto save. So down here I've only saved it once. We're going to extract it, we're going to click save. That is done. So from here, we're probably going to have to use the new Modio. But we're still going to X this out. Once this closes, we're going to drag this over to here. Oops. What's going on with this? Not responding. Ah, there we go. Drag it over to here. Should come up. File contents. We're going to click on the saves. Right click, extract file, click save. Right click here, extract file again, click save. Now we're done with this. We're going to close out of this Modio altogether. Now, for those of you that know how to use the newer Modio better, feel free to use whichever one floats your boat. I'm going to click on the new Modio because it takes a while to load. It's going to do this. It's not going to want to work. I'm going to click on it a few times to minimize it. Now it's going to load while we're doing the other stuff. We're going to go to games again. We're going to skip over clicking on Modio because we don't need it at this point. We're going to go to game stuff, modding, game editors, Dragon Age Origins stuff. So here in my last video is where I said you don't need this. Well, I was wrong. Apparently, I figured out how to use this. So if you open this, we've got the editor right here. This is such a handy, nifty little tool. I'm going to teach you something real quick about it. I'm not going to get much into it because I haven't used a whole lot of it. I've used it a couple of times, and sometimes it works better than the other tool. But the other tool you'll understand better because you can actually read everything that's going on. So we're going to click on the DOS. We're going to click Open. So now we've got our save going on here. You click on the little plus. Now I've got the campaign. We got this thing, the player character. You click on that. Things drop down. Party list. You can click on it. We got all kinds of stuff going on. I think the backpack here is where we can add items. So, whoops, what is this? I don't want this. Let's delete that. Let's not mess with the backpack right now. Money, max items, you can do some stuff from here. But real quick, we're going to go, let me check the party list, player character again. We've got the stats. Alright. So from here, we've got talent, skills, quick slots. From here, you can actually, if you wanted to, click on this, click delete, and that just subtracted that item. But I don't want to do that, so I'm not going to save any of this. We've got the talent list, the specialist, which if you click add, you gotta know how to do this kind of stuff. So we're not going to do that. We're going to delete that. What else can we do with this thing? This thing comes in handy because it also has another little thing, add-ins list. So this is where you'll find DLC. So if your friend has played DLC on the Xbox 360 and he wants you to mod his save, you can just simply highlight all of these and just click remove. You don't have to worry about it because as soon as he goes back on the save, it's all going to load back in. And it doesn't matter if he hasn't played the DLC at all yet, because as soon as he starts a character and he has the DLC, it's going to put the DLC on that character, and you will not be able to load it at all. So that's where this thing comes in handy. We're not going to save any of that, because over on this save, this is where most of you are going to know how to tinker around, because most of it is in regular English that you probably understand. This is the Dragon Age Origins save game. It's the save editor. You just click on max. It's super simple. The backpack, if we want to do things, we can just click duplicate item. And duplicated it. I don't feel like doing that right now, so I'm gonna oh, you know what? I don't know how to delete it. You know what? I'll just leave it there. Party. This will be where your party members are, where your character is. So I'm gonna go to strength. We're gonna go a little crazy here. We're gonna do 40 because that's such a high number. You just Control C, Control V, magic and willpower, because we're gonna change our guy to a rogue. So the current class is a rogue, so belay my last, we will change it to a mage, is what I meant to say. So current class, 2 is mage, 1 is warrior, and 3 is rogue. So you only got 3 choices, 1, 2, or 3. There is no 4 or any of that stuff. You'll probably mess your game up if you do any of that kind of things. Now, when you start leveling up, you'll have an XP bar somewhere. It'll show up somewhere around here. Because I haven't done anything in the game, it unfortunately hasn't shown up. So I did, however, see if we do add known attribute, we could do specialization points. Click OK, and we're going to go ahead and do 4. We're going to see if this works. I have never done this yet, so we're going to click save. It just saved. It created a backup. Another thing that I should have done is made a backup save of this, so we will do that as well. That way I can go back when I screw up. So we shouldn't need the editor tool, but we will need this custom fix that somebody made that I've used in my last video. You click the resign button, you scroll down, you click on .dos, then it opens again, you scroll down again, .dos.x, so you do both of them, should resign. I'll do it one more time, make sure everything is A-OK. And the second pop-up, and bam. That should be done. Sometimes I do things 2 times, just in case. You never know if it didn't do it right the first time. So now you shouldn't need this anymore. Back to the audio, which it should have loaded by now, which it has. You open this up. It's so simple. You drag and drop. Now from here, we just go down and we click Save to.to finger, because that's my gamer tag. You can change the picture if you'd like. It's kind of silly. But, oh no, wait a minute. We're not going to click Save yet. I have to do Edit Package Contents. That's what it is. You click on Saves, you right-click, and you do Add File. Now, we're going to scroll down the .dos. You click Open. It's going to ask if you want to overwrite it. You click Yes. The number is going to change a little bit because we have changed the game itself, or the save itself. So now we're going to do this one. Going to click Open. It's going to ask, would you like to overwrite it? You click Yes. Done. Save changes. Changes are now saved. So I'm going to use the other audio because I just simply like it better. X this out. Now open this up. If you guys know how to use the other audio because you're young, you know how to use the other audio because you're young and hip, then go ahead, use the other audio. I'm a little bit old-fashioned. I've gotten used to this one. I used to be used to the old one. Then that one was taken down. This one was put up. Then this one was taken down. A different one was put up, and they, I think, have been flagged for stuff. So you can't get audio really anymore unless somebody has it, which I do. So we're going to click on Game Saves. You can scroll down, and this file, we're going to do Insert File. So from here, you click on, oops, I scrolled down too much. You click on this, Open. It'll say it already exists. Would you like to overwrite it? We click Yes. Now, that should be all set. If it's in at the right time, 5:43, so it worked. We're going to X this out. Let everything load. X this out. And I will see you back on 360. So, back on 360. I usually just kind of sit for a second, ready to play Dragon Age Origins. So, here we go. Loading it up. I'm just going to skip to the part where I load the game. Okay, here we go. Load game. You can see that it says I'm a rogue still. So hopefully I did this right. I will be a mage, but I still have the rogue's history and background and all that stuff. So I'm not in the mage tower or anything like that. I'll be able to get mage points, talent points and spells and all that stuff, and specializations. So let me see if it worked. Backpack space and money were set. It looks like it says I'm a rogue for a background, but when you go over to spells, you can get mage spells. So your background, you can choose whatever background you want. You can change a character to human and all that cool stuff. Now what I do is I'm going to save over this because it says I'm a rogue. And now it's going to say that I am a mage when I load up, when I go to click on load save. But right there you can see that all my stats have changed. And when you click on load game, it says I'm a mage now. Where it says the guy's name, it says rogue and then mage. So from here, what I'm going to do is play just a little bit of the game because I wanted to get some XP. And when you earn XP, you can actually make your XP maxed. So then when you have to earn like a little bit, so it shows up on the game editor. And once you earn a little bit of XP, I kind of ran in the wrong doorway. I haven't played this in a while, so I'm not exactly sure where I'm going. but we will be able to mod XP and stuff like that, things that of that nature. I'm a rogue, so I can do lots of cool things like pick this door. Okay, never mind. There's a key required for there. And that's a dead end. Sorry, I'm very, very rusty. Have not played in a while. Ah, I remember this part. This is when we gotta go with the dog. Because the dog is in the kitchen or something of that nature. And the lady that runs the kitchen is kind of upset. So, you can, once you earn a little bit of XP, which is why I'm playing this a little bit more, and I'm still talking for some silly reason, you can go back into the mod tool, change the XP, and when you change the amount of XP, you can load up the game, and when you load up the game again, your XP will jump you to whatever level you want it to be. So I suggest looking up like the XP levels and stuff like that. That way you can level up. If you want the level 20 achievement, you'll level up to level 20 instantly before you've even done anything. And if you don't want to level to 20, then you figure out like what's level 19 or something like that, and you do that. It'll give you the most stuff for the first time around without being level 20. Then you come back on the mod tool and you change yourself back to whatever level you wanted to be, level 1. If you wrote down how much XP you previously had, you put your XP back too. Otherwise it will level you up to 19 again. And from the mod tool, you don't even have to level up. All you have to do is add like one attribute point. That way you can level up strength or all that stuff. The skill points and talent points. I think the talents are special things that you can do, like make traps and steal things and things of that nature. If you do level up and you have max talent points, you skip over that part. Like you don't, it doesn't even give you the option of leveling that up ever again. When you've got max skill points, then you can't level up. I'm not sure if I have those backwards, if the skills or the talents are different, but all I know is the skills or the talents, one of the two, whichever one is the one for leveling up your character, stealing ability or trap making or all that stuff. When you max that out, it doesn't matter. So you could literally just be full on everything. And I'm going to get creative with this name. Let's name it Dog. How about Doggy? I think I like that. That's kind of funny. Alright. So now we're here fighting things. I'm getting a little bit of XP. This was the whole point of coming to this part of the game, was to gain this little bit of XP. This little tiny bit of XP unlocks so many possibilities for you when you come back after modding the XP to like level 19. And from there, you load up the game, you level up, you go back into the mod tool, you change yourself to level 1. Now you're level 19 at level 1 all over again, so you can level up you can do it as many times as you want. You can keep giving yourself as much XP as you'd like and set yourself to level 1, or you could do it the other way and just keep changing one attribute point, so you have like +1 attribute point, and then from there you can just mod whatever you'd like. You can just keep adding as many spell points and stuff like that. You can have every mage ability you'd like and then set yourself back to level 1 and then start all over. It works with specializations and all of that cool stuff. So if I did change my XP and come back, I could show you more on what you can do, but I feel like I've talked quite a bit, so I'm just gonna end the video here, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want me to do another video on any of this stuff, feel free to comment, but I think I covered a lot of ground with this video. So I will catch you all in the next video. Hopefully it's something fun.